So, could you summarize that a little bit?
This enemy of yours is an evil version of yourself, from a dimension where you review 6-inch action figures in Concord, Florida. Nothing too complicated about that.
So what you're telling me is that this guy is a toy reviewer who conquered only one state and then stopped.
Well, he tried conquering other places, but Florida is the only one who put up with his antics.
So the guy who beat me is a total loser.
Well, basically.
The guy's a loser and I couldn't even match up to him. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm not worthy of my mask.
Nonsense, you're just inexperienced. We all start off like that. Heck, none of us have even figured out how to properly use our Toa powers yet. And I've been at this for 7 years already.
Wait, what did you say?
I said you're inexperienced and that we all...
No, the part about Toa power.
None of us can use our Toa powers properly.
He's a loser, but he can use Toa powers before everyone else? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, he could be using a channeling device for his raw energies. We use a ton of them. Guns, swords, morphers.
Wrist devices?
Well, yes.
Could one of these devices be used to simulate the full range of Toa powers?
In theory. Perfect.
Guys, I think I have a plan. I just need something to give me the upper hand in a battle.
We can give you that. We just need some time.
Good. I have a review to do. Now, I just need something to work with.
I can help you there.
Gee, thanks.
No problem. Now, let's get moving.
Hello, my friends. Well, it's only been a few months and we already have a new episode. Okay, not in this episode though. Kinda left him in my room before all this started. For anyone who skipped the opening bit, Pigeon's pregnancy is going well.
Alright. The 12th Doctor. The previous incarnation at the time of this recording, and the one who was in the TARDIS for the majority of the 3.75 line's lifespan. The first figure of him was the Regeneration figure, that had him in Matt Smith's clothes with an open collar. I'm not going to go too into detail on that one, since we are eventually going to have an 11th Doctor episode, but I will comment on the excellent head sculpt it came with. Definitely captures his likeness really well, though part of why is a small discussion for later. Now, we are going to slightly cheat for our first standard figure, since I customized this guy a while ago, and I did consider getting a new one for this episode, but I think my custom illustrates the biggest problem with the standard 12th Doctor figures.
Guys, the simple truth is, the 12th Doctor figure isn't very good. Excuse me? What? Dude, I haven't seen you since last year. Where have you been? Well, up until now, you were actually doing pretty good. Figured I'd leave you alone for a little bit. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Wait, how did you even get in here? Dude, I'm a figment of your imagination. Why do you think people look at us weirdly whenever we talk? Anyway, I thought this was going to be a series of positive reviews of the 3.75 inch figures. Hey, I never said they'd be positive. I said they'd be fair. There's a distinct difference.
Alright, carry on.
Anyway.
The first one relates to all of them after the first one. The face sculpt is horrible. Seriously, look at the two sculpts side by side with each other. These are not the same person. Many people like to argue against the 3.75-inch scale for faces, particularly on this line, but most people never seem to take into account that out of all the faces they made, only like 3 are actually bad. The 12th Doctor, Clara Oswald, and the 11th Doctor. The 11 is mainly down to paint apps. That's another episode, though. Anyway, I think the upscale the sculpt eventually got kinda proves a massive point about Pierre Capaldi's likeness, compared to other Doctors at least. It cannot do a plain face. Seriously, look at any figure that has any sort of vaguely good resemblance to him. What do you notice? They always give him a facial expression. It kinda reminds me of a documentary I saw in classic Doctor Who comics, where they mentioned Peter Davison being hard to draw since he didn't have any distinctive features to use while drawing him. Anyway, the least I can give this sculpt is that they somewhat fixed the eyes after the first release to look less miserable, but it doesn't fix it that much. The outfit on the standard figure is also at fault, since they didn't paint the insides of his coat, thus leaving him without any flair. My custom showcases the good some red outlining does for all of it. With this outfit, it's the small stuff that matters, and the standard release failed at that. But hey, at least we got the waistcoat, right? Take that, 5-inch fans! The rest of the detail is your basic shirt collar, jacket, slightly pre-posed legs, and shoes. All of them also have full head rotation, hinged shoulders, hinged elbows, rotating hands, waist rotation, legs that move forward and back, single-jointed knees, and only the spacesuit one lacks rotating ankles. So overall, pretty disappointing standard suit. How about the other two? Starting with the Caretaker version, we're looking pretty good. After the terrible head sculpt, the black clothing that contrasts against the light brown coat looks really good. The backpack is ultimately where it's at, though. Genuinely one of the most detailed accessories I've ever seen paint-wise. And with very little slop, too. His hand's grip on the microphone is a bit tenuous, but otherwise I love this backpack. The sonic screwdriver is of note, though, since it's a darker copper than the original figure. Weird. By the way, this was the wave when they stopped including bases, so he can't stand. Nice. Coming up on the spacesuit variation now, and this is awesome. Seriously, most of the details are well sculpted. Like, the only complaint I have is them not sculpting those zippers, rather choosing to just paint them. And well, the paint is a bit sloppy on the suit. It's just the occasional black bit that's extra or missing. Doesn't ruin the figure, but it's worth mentioning. The helmet is the big deal on this one. Seriously, look at the paint work on that helmet. It brings out every bit of sculpting so well, I just love it. The glass is also clear enough to see the figure nice and, well, clearly. Unfortunately, however, a small bit of the paint chipped off the first time I removed the helmet. It's small enough for me not to care, but while we're complaining, I should note that this is the first one of these Doctor Who figures that has broken on me. I glued it back on, but his left hand broke off the first time I messed with it. No figure's perfect, I guess. Also, he's got these space germ accessories that are fine. Just okay. Alright, we are missing 2 physical variations here. The first one was skipped because he's basically just a standard one with the shirt of the Caretaker painted purple. Nothing to see there. The other one was a prototype with a velvet jacket that was never released, but some people have bought the prototype. How they got them I'd like to know, since I'd love to have the 8th Doctor and Missing in my collection eventually, but nonetheless, that's a variation. Overall, the 12th Doctor figures range from not very good to pretty great. I'd stick Spacesuit at a solid Capaldi, Caretaker at a somewhat contemptuous Tennant, and the 2 standard figures are a Baker or Pertwee. And yes, it does pain me to put Baker, and especially Pertwee, as a negative. I'm Bento Fire, signing out.
Alright guys, we ready?
Everything is prepared. I would explain how it works, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Excellent. Now, we strike.
And that is why the Stoll regime is still the best there is when it comes to action figures.
Hold it right there!
You! Did I not teach you your lesson last time?
Well, if my production qualities are any indication, I'm kind of a slow learner.
Interesting seeing you again. I'm like a bad penny. Grass is always greener. Look, it doesn't matter. Let's just fight.
Hold up. I'll take this guy on by myself. It's cursed.
Ha! Good luck without your toys.
Don't worry, I've got a new toy. Morphin time!
Tyrannosaurus! Yeah! Bah! It doesn't matter what you're wearing. I'll defeat you all the same. Yeah! Yeah! Fire! Yeah! Clever. But I've got more than one trick up my sleeve. Hey, yeah! 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 Pigeon. Alternate. Let's get him before he completely recovers. All right. Done and dusted.
Do you think we'll ever be hearing from him again?
Well, if we ever do, it won't be for a while. I locked his dimensional transporter. It'll be a bit before he's able to travel to any dimension other than his own.
Thanks for everything. Really, we'd still be nowhere if it wasn't for you.
Oh, I don't know. It was your plan that bombed down. I'd say the victory belongs to you. Speaking of which, here. Spoilers of your first victory. Enjoy. Till we meet again.